Hi everyone, I am Kagets, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have an exciting lineup of fascinating animal stories from around the world, discoveries that challenge what we know about evolution, remarkable behaviors in our closest relatives, conservation successes, and surprising patterns in mammal behavior. So let's dive right in. Recent fossil discoveries in South Africa may rewrite what we know about when and how animals first moved onto land. Scientists found fossilized footprints that are over 350 million years old, possibly made by early four-legged vertebrates or tetrapods long before they were believed to have existed in that region. According to NBC News, these tracks were found in rocks that date back to a time tens of millions of years before the earliest known fossils of tetrapods, suggesting these creatures might have been walking on land far earlier than previously thought. The footprints show evidence of limb movement and gait that are consistent with land-walking animals rather than fish or semi-aquatic species. This challenges the traditional theory that tetrapods evolved gradually from fish in shallow waters before conquering dry land. Researchers believe this could point to a ghost lineage, a group of early land animals that left no bones behind but did leave traces like footprints. These ghost lineages suggest there were unknown species playing a role in the transition to land. As noted by the study's lead author, paleontologist Per Alberg, quoted by NBC News, these trackways suggest that animals were walking around on land well before the first body fossils appear in the record. This find doesn't just fill a gap in the fossil record, it opens up entirely new questions about evolution and the early history of vertebrate life on land. Now, from ancient footprints to some incredible modern behavior, let's take a look at a fascinating discovery about chimpanzees and their use of medicinal plants in Uganda's bongo forest. Researchers have observed wild chimpanzees not only using plants for food but also for medicinal purposes. Over a 2-year study, scientists watched chimps apply insects and plant substances directly to wounds on themselves and even on others. One touching example involved a chimp named Susie who caught an insect, seemingly prepared it by placing it in her mouth, then carefully applied it to a wound on her son's leg, gently closing the wound afterward. This behavior reveals an impressive level of empathy, problem-solving, and natural medicinal knowledge, as primatologist Simone Pica noted. This is, to our knowledge, the first time that such behavior has been observed in chimpanzees. While not all substances used have been fully identified, early research suggests they may contain anti-inflammatory or antimicrobial properties. This discovery not only gives us insight into chimp intelligence but also hints at the evolutionary roots of human medicine and caregiving. This discovery adds to growing evidence that many animals may use nature's pharmacy and that our closest relatives may have been doing it long before us. Next, let's celebrate a conservation success story from England, one that's giving hope to a critically endangered species. Woburn Safari Park in Bedfordshire recently announced the birth of a second mountain bongo calf, a critically endangered antelope species. This healthy male calf was born on May 5 to Odongo, a first-time mother who, along with her twin sister Othaya, was born at Woburn in 2014. These twins are especially rare, being among only 2 surviving pairs of bongo twins ever recorded in captivity. With fewer than 80 mountain bongos believed to remain in the wild, every birth counts towards the survival of this magnificent species. Finally, let's explore a surprising discovery about the daily behaviors of mammals from across the globe. A recent study from the Max Planck Institute of Animal Behavior examined very different mammals, from meerkats in the Kalahari Desert to coatis in Panama's rainforests and spotted hyenas in Kenya's savannas. Despite differences in species habitats and ecological roles, these animals show surprisingly similar patterns in how they transition between daily activities like resting, foraging, and moving. Using accelerometers, devices like those in smartphones that track movement, researchers found that the longer an animal stays in one behavioral state, the less likely it is to switch at any given moment. This pattern is called a decreasing hazard function. The study also introduced the idea of predictivity decay, meaning while we can predict an animal's immediate future behavior from its current actions, predictions become less reliable over time due to randomness. These findings suggest that underneath the wide diversity of mammal behaviors there's a shared framework guiding how they organize their daily lives. And that's it for today's episode. From ancient footprints to modern medicine in chimps, endangered antelope babies, and universal mammal behavior patterns, we've covered some incredible ground. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments which story surprised you the most, or if there's an animal topic you want me to cover next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.